Charles Kwadwo was born on 29th September 1964 in Nsuta Amangwase, a quiet village in Ghana's Ashanti region. He was the second child of two teachers, Owuahene Kwadwo and Comfort Jemfi, also known as Amasa. Tragedy arrived early. His father died when he was still a young boy, and his mother became the anchor of his life. He attended Swami Methodist JHS in Kumasi and later Jabin Senior High, where he led the school choir between 1983 and 1984. It was here as a teenager, moved by South Africa's anti-apartheid struggle, that he composed a song called Lumba Lumba in tribute to its freedom fighters. The song spread through school and community. People began calling its composer by its name. And so that the Lumba was not given to him. He earned it from a song he wrote at 16 about justice, freedom, and courage. After completing school in 1984, Daddy Lumba followed his girlfriend Theresa Bebrese to West Germany, joining thousands of young Ghanaians seeking opportunity abroad. He arrived with a gospel voice and little knowledge of high life music. In Germany, he met musician Ernest Nana Echampong, who introduced him to high life. Together, they formed the Lumba Brothers and recorded a debut album, but poverty delayed its release for years. It was Akosua Sewa, who later became his wife, who stepped in to fund the production. In 1989, the album Yeya Kakwentumu, We Are Still on the Journey, was finally released. The title track captured the exact pain of every Ghanaian stuck between two worlds, unable to return home, unable to fully settle abroad. It became one of the most celebrated records in Ghanaian music history. In doing so, Daddy Lumba helped create an entire new subgenre, Burger High Life, the sound of Ghana born in Germany. After the Lumba brothers split, Daddy Lumba launched a solo career that would define a generation. His 1990 debut album, Obi Atimisobo, Someone Has Broken My Limits, was an immediate sensation, including the heartfelt track Theresa, dedicated to the woman who helped him reach Germany. He released hit albums year after year throughout the 1990s. Sikasem 1991, Playboy 1992, Bibri 1992, Ohiyasem, and many more songs, covering love, heartbreak, poverty, motivational songs, and faith. He owned his own studio, produced all his own work, and controlled his entire music business. The pinnacle came in 1998 with the release of Abinwaha, a bold, sensual, controversially popular album that swept Ghana at the Ghana Music Award 2000. He claimed 3 prizes in a single night, including Artist of the Year, Best Album of the Year, and Most Popular Song of the Year. He repeated the sweep in 2003, winning Contemporary High Life Artist, Song, and Album. He was not merely the top of Ghana's music industry, he was its foundation. Beyond performing, Daddy Lumba was a prolific mentor. In 1999, he launched the career of Oforian Ponsa through the album Wuhochire, which yielded 5 major hits. Over his lifetime, he is credited with launching at least 13 Ghanaian musicians, including Felix Owusu, Efia Ampofua, Kwabna Sunkwa, and Selena. He was a man of faith, releasing gospel albums alongside secular works throughout his career. He was a political voice. His songs, Nana Yewina and 4 More for Nana, became anthems for NPP campaigns. He was a family man, fathering 13 children between 2 marriages to Akosua Sewa and Priscilla Ofori, also known as Odobroni. He also faced shadows. Armed men stormed his home in 2009 in an unexplained incident, Accusations of skin bleaching followed him for years, and in 2018, he successfully sued an impersonator who was posing as his son. Through it all, he endured and kept creating. Ghana and the world progressively honored what Daddy Lumba had built. 2000 and 2003, multiple Ghana Music Award sweeps. 2018, Icon or Legend of Entertainment Emmy Awards. 2023, Baga High Life Lifetime Achievement from the German Embassy to Ghana. March 2025, King Charles III selected his song Pim Pim Domi for his Commonwealth Day Apple Music playlist. By the end of his life, he had released 33 studio albums and over 200 songs, music that Ghanaians used to propose, to mourn, to pray, and to celebrate. On Val's Day 2025, Daddy Lumba performed at a concert, vibrant and generous as ever. Weeks later, he was still filming music videos and had a US and Canada tour scheduled. Then, without warning, he was admitted to the Bank Hospital in Accra for an undisclosed illness. On 26th July 2025, Charles Kwadwo Fusu passed away. He was 60 years old. Ghana stopped. Social media flooded with tears. Artists across generations, Sarkodie, Manifest, Sister Fia, paid tribute. The BBC ran the headline, Greatest in 100 Years. Ghana mourns music legend Daddy Lumba. President Mahama said his genius provided the soundtrack to our lives. His passing was followed by a month of painful family disputes, 2 wives, legal battle over funeral rights, and a delayed burial that kept Ghana waiting. Finally, on 13th December 2025, 5 months after his death, thousands gathered at Heroes Park in Kumasi to say goodbye to the legend. His eldest son, Calvin Fusu, led the family in their final farewell. Rest on, Daddy Lumba.